Okay, now for a different T-joint, and that is welding some round pipe or tubing to anything. Now, the question that we get a lot, and the challenge, is how do you do a circle technique or the zigzag technique, any technique, in a nice continuous weld all the way around while trying to get your gun around or moving the piece at the same time. That's the challenge. Now, if you were working on large structural pieces like train cars and bridges and all that kind of stuff, you would have to have one continuous weld all the way around. But here's the thing, we're not building train cars or bridges, so we don't have to have that. Now, a great way to start is basically just tack welding, more or less, all the way around. It's nice and clean, it gives you a nice look, because a lot of times you can't really get in here with a grinder on T-joints, especially when you're welding round stuff to square stuff, or even just round to round stock. It doesn't matter. You can't really get a grinder in there to get it nice and smooth. You just can't maneuver in there. So in order to have nice clean welds, you want to take your time. And we're basically going to do little circles. Little circle, little circle, little circle, little circle. Now before you just start going around, you're going to want to tack 4 corners. So here, 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 and here. And we're just going to tack weld all the way around. Now another way you can do this is do this in short little bursts. Just pick little sections. So let's say you put 4 tacks on here on the other side. Maybe just do a nice continuous bead from one tack to the next, then from the next tack over to the next tack, and all the way around. These are different ways to play around with this, but the point is to try to get nice clean weld. So you're actually using the weld itself as part of the design of the piece. So that way it keeps you thinking, okay, I need to keep this weld nice and clean. I'm not going to come grind this off. Alright, so there we go. We just kept going all the way around. And I focused, now I started my heat again, I started up here on the top and I did my little circle going around. So I started my heat every time up here on the vertical piece. So that way the heat would flow down and go into this bottom piece of metal. So you can see we just have nice little circles all the way around. Perfect.